All right. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH WA YAHAWAHSHI. Of course, YAHAWAH being the true name of the Heavenly Father. YAHAWAHSHI being the true name of His only begotten Son, our Lord and Savior. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. And of course, much love to the hopefully elect. So yeah, I'm back at it. And Spirit was on me to do a testimony. I believe I talked about this before, but we'll revisit it. Maybe I'll do two parts. It's so much, to all this hell that I've been through, me personally with my own lot, but just in relation to chastisement, punishment, and fear of YAHAWAH YAHAWAHSHI, and just how the Lord deals with His sons, and these things that have happened to me and the things that I saw definitely boost my faith and that I possibly am of the elect. All right, so getting straight into it. I think this was around. I'm trying to keep it as short as possible. But I was in the military, did the whole Iraq thing, got out of the military. Long story short, okay, was going through a lot of shit. A lot of physical altercations, when I was in the military, out the military, in and out of jail, okay, from physical altercations. But it came to a point where I was kind of like sick mentally, very weak physically, from, just adjusting out from being in that war zone to trying to be a civilian. And I was just in a bad place, man. So much had happened, but I decided to take my ass, well, the Lord put the spirit on me. Okay, this is all before I came into the truth. I believe this was around 2016, at the end of 2016. And I decided to, because I've always been into physical fitness, all right, and being healthy and things like that. But this clip I have is just just some shit I found on YouTube. Why you shouldn't go to fucking prison and jail. All right, but yeah, man, I decided to go to personal training school, okay, in Florida, Orlando, Florida. And I went at the end of 2016, I believe. And a long story short, I went down there and I wowed the fuck out. All right, for the brothers that live in Florida or anybody that has visited Florida, you know what time it is. The weather was great for it to be November, and I was there for quite some time. I stayed at a hotel while I was going to the school the entire time, so you can pretty much put two and two together, man. I was down there wilding out, having threesomes, orgies and all type of shit. No cap, man. And what had happened one night towards the end of my stay in Florida, long story short, I got into it with this chick. And we got into it, we was drinking and stuff. We was supposed to be kicking it, and it ended up getting physical, man. And I ended up putting her in an arm bar. For those of you that know about any type of martial arts or anything like that, jiu-jitsu, you know what an arm bar is, and you know what I mean. And I ended up putting shawty in the arm bar, man, and end up kind of fucking up her arm. Long story short, all right. So I mean that happened, and she, after we got into that altercation, man, this is I hate reliving this, but through the spirit, just in case any brothers out there going through, or the future trials that we're gonna face, I hope it be faith boosting, because this was a rough ass time for me, all this shit. But after we got into that altercation that night, I tried to talk to her, man. We was talking, and basically I thought it was all good, right? She ended up leaving, she said everything was cool or whatever, because she was drunk too, man, and we just had got into it. And didn't know anything was wrong with her shoulder at the time, or whatever, her arm at the time. And she, she left. Like I said, I was standing in the hotel room, and I ended up, graduating, from the and becoming a certified personal trainer and things of that nature. I live in Georgia, man. I was in Florida, and I ended up leaving and coming back to Georgia. Okay, and I decided to further my personal training career, if you will, and move. I was staying in south of Atlanta, let me just say that, and I decided to go to another personal training school up in Atlanta. All right, so I moved to Atlanta, and this is, once again, this is before I came into the truth, but I'm about to come into the truth while I'm staying in Atlanta. I had came across some Sakari videos first, but we'll get to that. All right. But I moved to Atlanta, man, and anybody, like I said, I'm a Georgia boy, man. I'm born and raised in Georgia, all over Georgia. I stay all over Georgia, but everybody should know by now the amount of shit going on in Atlanta. It's a wicked city, but I mean, if you in the world, you probably gonna love it. And there's an abundance of women, which means there's abundance of sex, which means there's just once again an abundance of wickedness. It ain't any type of drugs you want. They got the best of the drugs, the best of the women, all right, the best of the party and nightlife, whatever you want. You want to get involved in some gang shit, that's there for you. They got all just, it's completely wicked, man. But that's what ended up happening, man. I ended up wilding out some more. Now keep in mind, I had that incident in Florida, and I knew nothing about. Now here's where it's finna get stupid, all right? And this is how, once again, I believe that I am of the elect, and possibly of the 144,000. I might, like I say, it's two parts to this, man, because I caught a lot of hell to thank the YAHAWAH for getting me to this point, man. But long story short, okay, I was wilding out in Atlanta, okay? Of course, doing the same shit I was doing in Florida, having, what I mean, threesomes and shit, fucking dudes, wives and all that, no cap, It's a lock y'all once again for my transgressions in the name of Yahawah. But I was wilding out. And this is before I came into the truth. Now, going back to when I first got out of the military, the Lord had revealed, okay, to me, this whole quote unquote conspiracy stuff. All right. Basically the same stuff that we have found out to be true, but I had no idea, about who we were as Israelites and things like that. But I did believe in 2012, I got out of the military, 2011, right? 2012, I started with the whole quote unquote conspiracy stuff, and I believed it 100%. Martial law, all these things. When Alex Jones first came out, when he was first talking about all this stuff, all this in game stuff, so many documentaries, I was obsessed with it, and I believed it all. And I was telling friends and family about it, prophesying, but not prophesying in the name of YAHAWAH or anything, but just basically telling, hey, the world coming to an end, this thing is over with. Okay, now getting back to Atlanta. And this is even more crazy. So I had got into basically a financial crisis. Basically, I was broke, man. I had end up, once again, the A got to me. I was going to school. I stopped going to school because I was just wilding out, man. I'm like, fuck school. We partying 24/7 here. And, I was loving it. And, my money started to run out. So I had to end up, I was staying in an apartment. And I end up kind of like looking for a roommate, and I end up letting this because that's how desperate I was, man. Shit was getting out of control, and YAHAWAH is getting ready to bring swift judgment upon me and deliver me from this bullshit. Okay, but I end up letting this chick from New York and her daughter stay with me because I was that desperate. Okay. And she stayed with me. It wasn't long, man, before all this shit hit the fan. All right. Now, prior to her moving in with me. This is when I was on YouTube. All right. And that's just how the Lord works in mysterious, amazing ways, man. All right. When he opened up, however we came into this thing, man. But like I say, I've been on the world's ending. Okay. All that, starting to try to like read the Bible and things like that. But while I was staying in that apartment, maybe about a week before that girl came to stay with me, I came across the Sakari videos, all right? And I saw them, and that's the first time I heard the name YAHAWAH Wa YAHAWAHSHI, okay? So automatically, if I am of the elect, I'm going to gravitate towards the truth, all right? So I gravitated towards, and I was watching, Gorilla Hebrew out there and the rest of the camp at the Sakari, and I was very, very intrigued. I was impressed. Like I say, I've never seen any of this before. I don't know about GMS yet or anything like that. I'm just, watching these guys prophesy, all right, about, things and how we the Israelites. And I was on it, man. And then lo and behold, of course, through the spirit, I came across the brothers from GMS that was in Mississippi. You know what I mean? And that was what, 2017. Yeah, this was at the end of 2017. So that's when I came into the truth, at the end of 2017, around about October. Okay. So keep that in mind. I'm just coming into the truth, just seeing it, starting to watch the videos of the brothers. And of course, like I say, the spirit, if I'm am of the elect, I'm going to find the truth and who's really, who the Lord's really dealing with. And I was just grabbing them brothers in Mississippi was going extra stupid hard during that time. You know what I mean? They going hard now, of course, but you know what I mean? Just the spirit was heavy on me, and and on them brothers when I came across it. So the chick ends up living with me, man. And just so happened, this mother effing she knows she a damn Israelite. Her daddy from New York was he might have been, like I said, I knew nothing about, the different camps. I was very, very new to all this, so I didn't even know what she was talking about, But long story short, man, she knew she was an Israelite. She knew, a little bit of the truth, man, because her dad, was in a camp. I don't remember what camp it was or anything like that. But keep in mind, all this is very, very new to me, and like I say, that's pretty much it on that. I mean, she was just, like I said, I'm getting ready to get judged, man. Judgment has been set for me, and everything's about to hit the fan. So like I say, during her time staying with me, she was just giving me all type of hell, bro. Attitudes. She wasn't working. She's going out looking for a job and things like that. And it was just very, very stressful time. She was stressing me the hell out. Okay. What ended up happening, we had, just many days she was just giving me hell. I don't think she stayed with me more than a month or two before all this shit hit the fan. Okay, so one day in the afternoon, we was chilling, man, and we ended up getting into it for some reason. Of course, she was giving me, attitudes, and I was basically telling her, look, man, this isn't the time for you to be big and bad, because she was basically homeless, okay? And she was giving me this attitude, and that's what I was saying to her. This is your time to be humble, not be trying to act like, this is your shit. And you know how women are, and especially, you know how women are, period, man. We don't have to get into that. I'm not finna get into rebuking a woman right now, but you know how they do, man, and how they provoke us. And I end up snapping, bro. I had a glass table. I ended up flipping that shit, breaking the glass table in my apartment. And she had on the robe, like I say, we was chilling, and I ended up grabbing her I didn't hit her or anything like that, but I grabbed her literally in the name of YAHAWAH by her robe, and I kind of, I threw her out the house, man. And she said she was gonna call the police, and I end up fucking leaving my apartment, man, and calling some of my relatives and things like that. But here's where it gets crazy. Going back to that incident that happened with the other female in Florida, okay? Now, keep in mind, I said I'm wilding out And you know how the order the Lord has, Lord, we're supposed to be above the women. So what done damn happened is I done got to a point where, it's just time for me to be delivered, from all this shit. And the Lord is a jealous power, and I was just spending way too much time basically worshiping fucking females. I mean, every day I got to have a female and things like that, and it just got out of hand. And the reason why I said that is because the very thing which I was quote unquote worshiping is what YAHAWAH WA YAHAWAHSHI used to judge me. He used the women, okay? Which, I mean, we know what's going on. That really goes for all of us, how the woman has compassed us. I was talking about that yesterday. But okay, so she calls the police, everything. I'm in the A, and they was ending up, basically looking for me. Whatever, she done lied and shit, told her, how females gonna do, but you know how the Lord is gonna do as well, okay? When he put the spirit on your ass, and it's time for judgment and chastisement, all right? So they looking for me, but turns out I had no idea now. Man, I got a warrant out, and I'm finna show you. I got my paperwork right here. I'm gonna show you what I had a warrant out for. From that shit that happened in Florida, when I got into it with the female in Florida, like I say, I thought it was cool. Turns out I done had a warrant out this whole time. Like I say, I done went from Florida back to the south of GA, up to Atlanta, and I ain't even know I had a warrant out until this day that this girl in Atlanta called the police on me. Okay, so see, can I get my camera right quick? And if you can see right here, look, you see, it says 2017, and this is what they got me on, bro. Do you see what that says, bro? You see what that says? Kidnapping, tampering with a witness, and aggravated battery causing great bodily harm. Like I said, I didn't even know about her arm being until all this shit popped out. So now I got like 2 motherfucking warrants out, and I get back to my apartment, and the chick, she gone. You know what I mean? She gone. I think her daughter was in school. She's gone, and yeah, man, it was a lot of shit. Okay, so like I say, this was around November or December. One of them, man. It was around one of those wicked holidays. I know that, and shit, man. A couple days went by, you know what I'm saying? And they was looking for me, but my pops is like, because it was a wicked holiday coming up. I believe it was Thanksgiving. Yeah. They was like, we just gonna wait. Or it might have been Christmas. One of them, bro. It don't matter. One of them holidays. It was Thanksgiving or Christmas. That was the end of the year, because I know it was cold. But he like, we gonna wait until after, the holidays to turn yourself in and whoop de whoop, so you can spend time with the fam, okay? And so I'm in my apartment. A day or two has went by, and this is how fucked up in the head I was. Keep in mind, I'm just coming into the truth. I believe, now I'm of the hopeful elect, possibly the 144,000, and I'm gonna keep going and try to prove that through the spirit. Man, look, going back to me wilding out. Look, I done got into all this shit with these females, and here I am. Like I say, it's much temptation in Atlanta. Much temptation. So I done invited another bitch. I done invited another female to come over, you know what I mean? After I done went through all this shit, and I'm waiting, you know what I mean? And she's supposed to come over, man. So I took me a shower, and I hear a knock on my door. And you know me, I'm geeked. I'm thinking it's her. Y'all already know who it is. You already know who it is. Police at my door. 3 of them. Know what I mean? Now, I got to give honor and praises to YAHAWAH WA YAHAWAHSHI for, the way that he treated me, certain situations, certain things. First and foremost, the cops, I'm not going to lie to y'all. They treated me with the utmost respect. But like I say, it was time, for me to, get this judgment and get this working and be delivered from all this shit, man. First and foremost, the Lord had to get me the hell out of Atlanta. I call Atlanta Atlanta, Babylon to Babylon. You know how we in Babylon the Great? Well, we got all these kingdoms, here in the United States from, these major cities. And I'm telling you, man, from what I experienced, Atlanta got to be one of the most wickedest places on this earth. I call it Babylon to Babylon. So I had to get the hell out of there ASAP. And this how the Lord got me out of there, man. And like I say, it was horrible. It was, like I say, it was freezing. I just took a shower and, they let me put on my clothes and things. And they took me. I was staying on the north side of Atlanta, the good part, way north. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to give specific locations and things like that, but I was where the so-called majority of Edomites at. You know what I mean? And I went to their jail. So I thought it was all good. I'm thinking, I'ma just, get out or whatever. Cause I didn't want to go to Rice Street. Anybody know that's Fulton County Jail? It's one of the worst, jails, in the United States, man. Fulton County, they call it Rice Street. It's on Rice Street. And I did not want to go there. I never had went to Rice Street, you know what I mean? But I've heard horror stories about Rice Street. But I thought it was good because I was in a little punk jail. And at first, and then lo and behold, I'm hearing radio chatter. Yeah, they finna take us to Rice Street, man. And this shit changed my life, man. I went to Rice Street, bro. And I was there for a hot minute waiting to be extradited to Florida. You understand me? And there's a bunch of things that went in and went on. And I was seeing, a lot of shit, man. The Lord protected me. I didn't have any issues or anything. But, I mean, he locked me up, man. And I was there, for a little minute. And, the Lord will break you down, any way he can, dealing with his sons, man. And between the love the father has for his son and, the chastisement, it's just amazing. So long story short, it then came time for me to get extradited. And if anybody been locked up, it's always a process. It's things you gotta go through. So they put me in like a transportation cell. Basically anybody and everybody that's gonna get extradited, they put them in a certain cell. All right. And that's where I was, man. I'm telling you, man, I was freezing my ass off, man. It was so cold in that jail. It was the middle of winter, man. And I just remember like being there all night in that cell. And when I first got in there, it was like packed. I fell asleep on the floor, and I was freezing, man. But it just shows you just, I was freezing and I didn't have no blankets or nothing. I was freezing, sleeping on the floor. And that's how the Lord looked out for you, man. His angels. And every time somebody left, mate, they left a blanket. Long story short, I ended up with 3 blankets, man. YAHAWAH WA YAHAWAHSHI. Now that might sound minute to you, but when you live in these situations and really going through, like I say, was praising the Lord for them blankets, bro. You understand me? This is, like I'm saying, I'm getting humbled. I'm getting broke down, all right, by the power of Yahawah, by YAHAWAHSHI. And this is all a part of all these little things I'm saying. I'm already locked the hell up, but this is just a little thing. But it shows you, how thankful we should be. That's why I'm so thankful to be where I'm at now, and I appreciate it so much, man. But because if I tell a regular person I ain't never been through that, oh man, I was just thanking the Lord just for some damn blankets. You understand me? Because I was freezing in that motherfucker, sleeping on the floor, that hard ass floor. And the Lord blessed me. You understand? I ended up with 3 big ass thick blankets. You understand me? And like I say, the paddy wagon came, man. I've been extradited before. Like I say, man, I've been locked up a gang of times from all these physical altercations after I got out the military. I'm no stranger to this stuff, man. I got extradited from Georgia to Kentucky, nigga. You know what I mean? Before. But, I was getting ready to go from Atlanta to Florida. And, they came and got me, man. And it was horrible. I'm trying not to make this story super long, but the paddy wagon is like for dogs, man. I never been, like when I got extradited the first time, they had me in an SUV, it was just me. I was in an SUV. It was cool. But, this is my first time being in the actual like paddy wagon, and it was just horrible. That's just more chastisement. And I'm telling you, when I first got in that paddy wagon, I was by myself, and I'm telling you, This is YAHAWAH WA truth. It was so small in there that I started to get claustrophobic. Keep in mind, I'm in there by my motherfucking self. And I'm telling you, man, I felt a spirit, like just like Daniel and the homies was in that furnace and they tried to burn him, and Yahawashi was with him. I'm telling you, man, it's like I felt this spirit beside me, like calming me down, bro, because I was in there like getting claustrophobic in that little motherfucker. And keep in mind, I'm just by myself, and I'm thinking, I'm a ride to Florida by myself, man, please. We picked up so many people, and I was in there smush, and it was just horrible. And I don't know how long it was ungodly how long we was in that damn van, smush, handcuffed. I'm talking about, I'm right beside a fat boy, I'm on the wall, I'm smushed, riding for hours and hours and hours. We went through all throughout Georgia, just picking up inmates from different jails, man. And finally we made to Florida after, bro. It takes 6 hours from like, what I mean, from like the Ada to Orlando anyway. So you can imagine how long we was in there. It was way more than 6 hours, man, just being shackled up and locked up. You understand me? Niggas pen, you know what I mean? I don't get into all that, but I'm just saying this was horrible. This is my lot. It's brothers that been through worse shit. It's brothers that been through, lighter shit. But like I said, we are one body. We are of the hopefully elect. This is my story, my lot, what I, could handle, And I was when I got to Florida, it was just horrible. It was just so many little things that was going on. When I got to Florida, they couldn't find my motherfucking, and I mean, the Lord was taking me through these highs and these lows, I forgot to mention Salakia going in relation to the highs and the lows. Okay, going back to when I first got to Rice Street, Fulton County Jail, my anxiety was through the roof, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, no lie, I wanted to run out that motherfucker. I was looking for a way to run out the motherfucking jail. And this is how the Lord, like I say, if you are the elect, the Lord gonna deal with you, man. And he ain't gonna let you, perish, okay? Because I was finna, and the Lord know his sons, man. He's all knowing, okay? And what he did to calm me down in the name of Yahawashi was he sent this motherfucking nurse. Cause I'm telling you, I was looking for a way to get. I'm looking when the doors close and everything. You know what I mean? Cause my anxiety was through the roof, man. Look, man. That shit was. I'm not no criminal, bro. I ain't no gangbanger, stuff like that. I got cousins that do all that stuff, but I ain't no criminal, man. So this shit, I'm way uncomfortable, man. Like I said, I've been locked up a bunch of times, but not. I never been to no jail like that big. You understand me? I'm from a smaller city in Georgia. You feel me? I'm in the heart of the A. You know what I mean? Dealing with all these crackheads, these trannies, all type of motherfuckers coming up in here. Niggas from Chicago, all type of shit, all type of niggas up in here. And my anxiety was through the motherfucking roof, man. And the Lord, he'll put the spirit on anybody. Don't we know that? Don't we know the Lord put spirit on people? He put the spirit on this damn nurse, man. And I could tell she was like, sweet on me, if you will. And she held me back in that room. She was supposed to be giving me shots and stuff like that and checking me. And, she liked me. So, long story short, she kept me back there for a long time. It was another nurse that was supposed to do me, but she was like, no, 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 no. I got it. I'm going to do it. And long story short, that lady, she calmed me down, bro. You know what I mean? Just like, it was like, she was so nice to me. She's like, what you doing here? All this, because I needed that. Because I was getting ready to lose my fucking shit up in there, bro. And the Lord put the spirit on that girl to pop up at the right time and calm my black ass down, like I say. And I end up, riding it out. So now I'm in Florida, okay? And like I say, it's a bunch of shit going on, all type of issues. They can't find me and this dude's warrant. I'm in here with some nigga that robbed a damn store or some shit, some little Italian looking motherfucker. They can't find me or his warrant. So I'm, like I say, I'm like getting happy. I'm like, yes, if they can't find this warrant, maybe, we gonna get out of here, bruh. Yeah, right. Like I said, this is hours is going by. This is in the middle of the night. We in Florida. I don't know what fucking time it is, bruh. Shit, probably like 2, 3 in the morning. You know what I mean? Some shit. And I end up fucking going to fucking jail in Florida, bro. It was horrible. And I'm telling you the truth. In the name of YAHAWAHWA, man. This is one of the only times I can remember off the top of my head that I wanted to kill myself. And the Lord know these things, man. But like I say, I was already in Rice Street I'm not going to tell you how long I was there, okay? But I went from Rice Street, extradited all the way to Florida after the paddy wagon. Keep in mind, we are the hopefully elect now. And it was just a lot of shit going on. And like I said, I'm trying not to make this story too long, man. But bruh, some type of motherfucking way I end up getting, I'm talking about, bruh, my anxiety was through the roof. Just, I can't explain every detail, but it's just the way the jail is, and the way it looked, the way they running shit, it was very uncomfortable, man. My anxiety was high. The damn COs, they talking big shit, crazy shit, you know what I mean? Crazy shit, okay? And that shit just making it worse, and you know what I mean? And like a long story short, bro, some type of way, of course, we know through the mercy and power YAHAWAHSHI, man, I ended up getting out like the next night. My daddy bust some moves, and I don't know how much money my daddy had to spend to get my black ass up out of there, but some type of way I end up being able to get out of Florida from having, all these charges and shit. And the story continues, man. I'm gonna have to do a part 2, man. How I believe I'm at 144,000. But this is really just fear the Lord, man. And because he will bring your worst fears upon you. But like I say, because I was wilding out, but I end up, and shows you once again, remember the blanket thing and how I was praising the Lord. Well, here we go again. So I'm in Florida. Boy, I live in Georgia. I'm in Florida, okay? I'm talking to my dad and shit. He busting moves, and we got to figure out how to get my black ass from Orlando, Florida, you understand me, back to Georgia, 6+ hours. And this nigga, this is I got released and went through the whole long ass draining process of getting out, which is ridiculous, especially in Florida. Y'all have heard the horror stories of the Florida judicial system, okay, and how bad it is and how cutthroat it is. But I ended up getting out, bro, in the middle of the night. And where I was at, where that jail was at, wasn't shit around. Like I say, it's the middle of the night. Everything's fucking closed. All right. And I on the way out, they got a phone, right? And a dude, right? And you can't use the shit. Like, I wanted to kill the dude, bro. I was so mad. He was a Jake too. Now I understand now that he was just doing his job, and that's just part of, you can't use the phone. But I ain't had no cell phone, nothing. I'm just out here in the middle of fucking nowhere, what it looked like, and I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get home. Like I say, I haven't been able to contact anybody. I don't have no phone, and I have not been able to use a damn phone. Okay, now here is the Lord looking out, predestined, already keeping your faith. All right, because like I say, we gonna need this type of faith, and the Lord gonna do great, amazing things during Jacob's trouble for his elect. Okay, but like I said, I'm basically in the middle of nowhere, bro. Okay, there's a gas station across from the jail or whatever. That shit closed. They ain't letting nobody in till like 6 in the morning, when it open up. There's people in there, but they ain't letting nobody in. Just so happened it's a roster man, a taxi driver outside. I think he was smoking weed or something like that. But he was out there, bro. Just out there. And looking back at it, he was out there for me. And you know what time it is. He was up, you know what I mean? Like I say, he looked Jamaican or whatever. And man, he let me use his cell phone, bro. You know what I mean? Long story short, and the rest is history. I used the cell phone and, end up contacting my pops and went through a whole process. It was ridiculous, okay? You know what I mean? But I ended up getting my black ass home. I ended up getting on the Greyhound, okay, from Florida. Everything worked out, bro. All right? Because I didn't know, like I say, when I got out that jail, bro, it looked like I was in the middle of nowhere. I ain't, I'm not from Florida, man. I'm way, I came here on a paddy wagon. I don't know where the hell I'm at. But just so happened, YAHAWAH was out there, right? He was out there waiting on me to take care of me, after I received much chastisement. Like I say, this part one, bro. This is gonna be part one because I was locked up again, okay, for being on the Lord's side, and I'm gonna show you how they differ and the difference, man. I'm gonna do a part two, but that's pretty much the end of it, man. I went home, okay, and I end up having, like I say, living with my parents, all right, south of Atlanta. Now I'm back in the south of Atlanta living with my parents. But this is when, in the name of Yahawashi, I was so just happy to be free, okay, happy, taking showers and shit. And remember, I came into the truth right before all that happened when I was in Atlanta. When I was in my parents' house, that is when the Spirit was on me and my eyes were open and I was able to go through the Torah. All right, the first 5 books of the I read it. All right, from pretty much from Genesis, on upward, okay, through the Spirit. I've tried to read the Bible, before, in my youth, and dibble dabble here, but of course if your eyes ain't open, but now when I was going through it, I understood it. It's like I felt it. It was like I was there. I understood who we were. And I'm telling you, when when Moses had died and Yahweh didn't let him, make it to the promised land. You know what happened to Moses, man. I cried. That's how intense it was to me and how real it was to me, and I felt that. But that's when I started getting the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and growing. It was when I caught all that hell, right? Like I say, the Lord opened my eyes, showed me, the camps, took me and judged me and punished me. And then he let me, start building myself back up. And that's what happened. I was going through and I was able to start studying the Bible. And that's pretty much where we're at. And then we're going to do a part 2 on how I got locked up again. But the Lord was definitely with me on this one, and it wasn't that bad. It was just, chastisement and showing, that when this thing pops off, how our families and friends and people, how they're gonna go against us, bro. And the Lord showed me that, you know what I mean? He showed me that, your family, they will, if they not, strong-minded in the power of YAHAWAHSHI, bro, they are enemies, trust me. And I'm going to prove it, but us being of the hopefully elect, the Lord has always been with us, man. Just look at your life, man, and see, what you've been delivered from, okay? And just know that the Lord has always been with us, bro. Now, we're going to make mistakes, and we have made mistakes. But once again, the Lord has always been with us, bro. All right? No matter what your lot is, no matter how major or minute it may seem, like I said, we are one body. We got our lots, but the Lord always been with us, bro. And he always gonna be with us. And I appreciate that. So I pray this was edifying. Okay. I am going to do a part 2 in relation to the whole 144,000 and being of the elect, and why I believe, through the Spirit, I could possibly be of that number, and I have that faith. Okay, but as far as this is concerned, I just wanted this, hey man, you out there wilding out, bro. You gonna get judged, bro. Now, like I say, this was before I came into the truth, but this is kind of how the Lord brought me into the truth, by punishing my ass and sitting my ass down. And if it wasn't for that, I'm so glad not to be living in the A. I'm so glad, bro. I know we got brothers in the A, and Lord bless them brothers, man, and give them strength. They good, you see the brothers in the A, they good, you know what I mean? But it was rough for me, man. And I'm glad not to have to be in that wicked ass city, cause it ain't worth it to me, man. I'm straight. I'm good. But I hope that this was motivating and edifying, man. In the name of YAHAWAH WA YAHAWAHSHI, man. And with that, Shalom to part 2.